Scrapping the Details, and today I have a very quick and short tutorial on a DIY project. We are going to be creating this adorable mini clipboard inspiration piece. It is a perfect gift for someone special, maybe even something for yourself that you can sit at your desk. And I simply use one of my favorite Pinterest word inspiration quotes that I found. I printed it on my Instax camera and just layered it with some paper and embellishment. And of course, the French bow by Brenda Walton. This is probably my all-time favorite bow, and it makes any project special. So let me show you exactly what you'll need to make this adorable clipboard. For this project, you will need a mini clipboard. I found this clipboard at Hobby Lobby. It is near the planner section, and it was $4.99, and the manufacturer is American Crafts. I have another one of these, but it houses my calendar, and I just kind of have it sitting on my desk. I just love this clipboard. I love the gold hardware, and I love the pattern. So thought this would be perfect to alter for an inspiration piece. You can use any little clipboard. I know that Tim Holtz has one, and it is bare. That one is at Michael's, I believe. And you could paint it, make it your own, or cover it with another paper. But this is the one that I chose today. You're going to need some gold glitter feathers, and I found these at Hobby Lobby, and they are on sale this week for 50% off. So they were $2, and there's 6 in the package. I thought this was just a really pretty embellishment, and I just tucked this underneath the bow. You're going to need a Polaroid photo, and if you don't have access to a Polaroid camera or the Instax printer, you can use any 2x3 photo, a 3x5, make it your own. I simply used my Instax camera and just picked, again, just a quote that I fell in love with and just wanted to use on my clipboard. So I'm definitely a Dallas Cowboys fan, but this is probably not going to work for the color palette that I've chosen. But anyway, so that's what I did here. You're going to need some black ink. You're also going to need a small circle punch. This is very tiny, so I'm going to assume that it's probably like a 1/4 of an inch or a 1/2 inch. It's very small, so you'll need that. You're going to need some gold glitter paper for cardstock. You're going to need some white cardstock, some black, some pink cardstock as well, and then a pattern paper. Now I just chose this one with all the feathers. This is by Crepe Paper. It is part of their Journey collection, and it is called Free Spirit. So I use this as my background. What's on the back? That's a really pretty pattern too. So any paper will do according to whatever color palette that you choose. You're going to need some black and white twine, and you'll also need the French bow from Brenda Walton. It is by Sizzix. Absolutely love this die. I have a tutorial on making some pretty envelopes with this bow, and I'll try to link that below. You're going to need some type of embossing folder if you choose to emboss the small tag. I just used this one by Sizzix. It is just a small dot pattern. And then the tag and stamp that I used, this is by Stephanie Bernard, and let's see what this is called. This is called Tags and Words. So this is the one that I use. We're going to use one small sentiment and the round tag up here. This is a really neat stamp and tag set. I love all the different sizes. I love tiny mini tags, so this is definitely a great item to have. It's perfect for any gift giving, little packaging that you do, or simply to add that final detail to a scrapbook page. So really love this, and I'll link all the products that I've used here by Sizzix down below in the description box. Okay, so that is what we'll need. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to begin with a piece of cardstock that measures 4 3/4 by 6 inches. That's going to be our base. And then out of the pattern paper that you choose, you're going to cut it also to 4 1/4 by 5 3/4, and we're just going to adhere this right on top of the black base. So So I'm going to do that really quickly. Now with the Instax photo, I did not adhere mine to this base that we're creating here, simply because I may want to interchange the Instax quotes, or maybe I want to put a photo instead. So I do not adhere this down. We're simply going to let, we're going to just adhere it underneath the clip of the clipboard here, and that's going to hold it in place for us. Okay, and then the next thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and add a gold feather, and this one looks good. And just kind of, I want to position it just a little bit off to the right, because it's going to kind of hang over the side there. So let me just get a little bit of glue on the back. I'm just using my glue gun just to give a little bit of glue. And let's go ahead, and I think I like it about there. Okay, and then the next item that we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and assemble our bow for the top of this base. Okay, we're going to go ahead and cut out our bow out of the French bow die by Sizzix, and what I do is I just grab 2 strips of cardstock that measures 3 by 12, and I fold it in half, and you're going to align it slightly below where that die kind of ends at the very top. So you're just going to put it right about there, and I just go ahead and cut them both at the same time. I'm going to go ahead and grab my cutting pads, and you're just going to run it through. And then you're going to be left with the smaller part of the bow and then the larger part. So this is what you should end up with. Now, for the tail, I just also cut another piece of cardstock that is 2.5 by 12, and then I just kind of tear the bottom because I don't have the bigger Sizzix platform. So it would obviously fit if I had the bigger one, but I don't. So this is what I use. Now it does, this die also has a center that you can die cut and use it to wrap around the center of the bow. I tend not to use that very often because I mentioned it before in one of my previous videos. I like to make my own embellishments for the center, so I don't really use that a lot. So here's the tail end, and the same thing, you're going to do the exact same thing. You're just going to adhere it just below where it begins, where the die begins, and then we're just going to run that through. We'll run it through the opposite way, and I'm going slowly just because I don't want the camera to shake. And then you're going to be left with this. How easy is that? Okay, let's go ahead and get this all assembled so we're ready to finish our project. And cut out our tag that's going to hang off the bow. So I'm going to run that through, and you're going to be left with this adorable little tag. Let me go ahead and move my Big Shot out of the way. And I'm going to grab my ink, my stamp, and my little foam pad here. This is by Sizzix. It is called the Stamper's Secret Weapon. I love this. They have a mini size now, so I don't know if you have heard about that, but love this little gadget. It is just perfect, and especially for those small sentiments. It is just the right size, so I don't have to grab the big one. So let me go ahead. I was like, where's my tag? There it is. So let's go ahead and ink up our stamp here. And this one simply says, you are awesome. Just as a constant reminder that the person or you, that you are awesome. So we'll go ahead and stamp that there. And we are done. And now I'm going to go ahead and run it through the embossing folder, and then we'll finish up this project. We're now ready to assemble onto our clipboard. So I'm going to go ahead and slip this underneath. I did not adhere it with any type of adhesive because I want to be able to change this out according to season, holiday, or whatever color palette I'm loving at the moment. So I'm just going to let it lie right on top, just like that. I'm going to go ahead and grab my Polaroid photo here and slip this right underneath again, so I have the option of, you know, changing it out. So that's going to go about there. And now we're going to go ahead and assemble our tag on top of our bow. And I just used some black twine. Now for this tag, I did run it through the embossing folder that has the dots. I'll try to find the exact name because it is my go-to embossing folder. I just love that simple texture that it adds to any element. I use embossing folders pretty much on every project, whether it's a scrapbook page, a mini album, or tags, banners. I use them frequently because it's just a simple way to add dimension and texture, and they just give the cardstock just a little something special. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble it about there. I've already punched out my circle out of gold glitter paper, and I'm going to go ahead and glue it there. And that little circle is going to hold my tag and twine in place. I'm going to go ahead and grab my glue gun so I can do that. And this will be my center for my bow. And let's see, let's go ahead and adhere it right there. And that looks good. And I'm going to go ahead and cut off the excess twine. Yes, I know, I've wasted a bunch there. Sorry about that, but I have lots more. Okay, so that's good. So now I'm going to also hot glue this right on top of the feather. Super easy, a really fun project to create with a friend. And this would be a really fun, you know, birthday gift for that special friend that you have. Okay, let's see, let's go ahead and just a little bit lower. Now, I love this bow. I know it's super big, but it just makes such a statement. I just absolutely love this die. It is one of my favorites. It is probably in my top 10 favorite dies, and it is #1. So there you have it, a simple way to alter a mini clipboard, a great inspiration piece that you can give to a friend or make one for yourself. I hope that you've enjoyed this short and fun tutorial, and thank you so much for watching. Please like this video. Please subscribe to my videos if you like the content that I'm bringing. If you have ideas, I love to hear them. I hope you find some time to be creative this weekend. I'm going to the expo tomorrow, and I cannot wait. I hope to find some new items, and I'll definitely share them back here. Thank you so much for watching.